Hello friends, so today we are going to see CMMI. So what is this? This is Capability Maturity Model Integration. So like you see every company has some standards. So this is one of the standards you can say, like when you're buying any product. So you will see every product has some ISO mark, ISO and a number. So that is one of the standardization in the products, like or a benchmark, like if by which we can measure like at what is the quality of the product. Similarly, companies also have some benchmark or some measure by which we can actually judge how a company is. So CMMI is one of such pillars. So we have already covered and we have seen like lean, the overview of lean in one of my videos. So the idea of lean is to eliminate the waste. Similarly, we have one more pillar called Six Sigma. We have CAP and CMMI. So what is the approach to quality? First, we need to set up a process. There is no defined process as such, but we need to set up a process, how we are going to measure the quality, and we need to stick to that process. That is process adherence, and then we need to continuously try to constantly improve that process. This is process improvement, and the cycle again goes on and on. So it is not something that will achieve in one day. It's a slow process by which we can approach a quality framework. So CMMI has 5 levels: CMMI 1, CMMI 2, CMMI 3, CMMI 4, and CMMI 5. So most of you heard like we are in CMMI level 5 company, CMMI level 4 company. So these are nothing but the benchmark or the standard processes by which we measure a company. So CMMI 1 is nothing but like there is no process as such. We are just starting. It's the initial phase. So if you refer to any project management books or any project management videos, you'll see this picture, the 5 levels. You will get that picture. So going to CMMI level 2, we have to it is managed by we have to have some sort of basic project management rules, and we try to set up we have to manage the project in such a way that they're often reactive. Based on the reaction, we need to create some processes. That is how well we are trying to managing it. And then we come to CMMI level 3, which is well defined. So we need to define the processes. So after managing the processes, we need to define some standard processes. So like every company has some templates to measure. In the project level, if you speak, every project has some defined templates which they follow. So that is how well the process is defined. And then if to go to or to mature to CMMI level 4, so we need to have the quantitative measure. So how well quantitatively it is managed. What do we mean by quantitatively? There should be some measurements. For example, in a project, how many we have a ticket management system. How many tickets we are actually working on? How many SLAs are missing? Service level agreements are missing. How many defects we are fixing? How many problem tickets we are fixing? How soon we are fixing? So these kind of measurements which we are taking, these are done quantitatively. So once we have a defined quantitative approach, we mature to CMMI level 4, and then we need to continuously improve this process and how well we can optimize this process. So once we achieve that, we move to CMMI level 5 company. So if you see this diagram, normally if there is no quality approach followed, so whatever input we have, the output is also immatured. But if we follow the quality approach, that is either lean, or if we follow Six Sigma, or if we follow CMMI, and we try to process the input and measure the input, and the outcome will be very, very matured. So what is the benefit? What benefit the company gets by following these quality approaches? It reduces the cost, it reduces the schedule, and also it improves the quality of the output. So what is the responsibility as an organization, as a project, and as an individual? So for the organization to maintain the brand name, they have to sustain the appraisal. To maintain the market value, they have to create a competitive edge in the industry, and they need repeat customers. So that is the customer impact. And then coming to the responsibility as a project, we need project standardization, which can be achieved through good project management, and then zero surprise operation. We need to stick to the processes which is defined, so that is process adherence, and the quality of delivery which we are delivering, so that is process compliance. We should not be non-compliant to any of the processes, and there should be continuous project or process management improvement, so that is productivity. And then what is the responsibility as an individual to contribute to this quality? We should be aware of the processes. So there are many certifications for CMMI's, Lean, Six Sigma. We need to go through those and try to get ourselves aware of the processes. So how does this quality or other CMMI change our work environment? So if we implement CMMI, so what will happen? We'll have more structured and consistent project management, and the project delivery approach will also be structured. And then we'll have greater visibility to the project operation and the progress. And we will also have the quantitative, measurement of the project progress. We can measure each step, where we are lacking, where we are progressing, where we are. We will have some numbers. And then there will be less overtime and weekends, because everything is managed very well and planned. So there will be less firefighting, and there will be less demand to accept commitments that are unrealistic. Suppose we have X number of resources and we have Y number of days to complete a work. So when we have everything in numbers and the number of hours we are working, and everything is captured, all the quantitative values are captured, we will not take extra work which we cannot deliver or unrealistic. So this is the benefit we will have with CMMI. So this is a continuous improvement plan. So where level 2 is managed, level 3 is defining the process, level 4 is QPM, that is quality performance management. Quantitatively we are managing this, so capturing the results, we'll have some numbers, and then we are trying to continuously improve on this one to have a stable process. So there is not, it's not a one-day magic that we'll follow 5 steps and it will work. It will be slowly. We need to improve ourselves. So project planning is nothing but it's a blend of Six Sigma, Lean, CMMI approach. So like what are the purpose for this project planning? So we need to have a SOW sign off by the customers and the internal approvers, and then we need to generate the PPC ID and update that. So we need to prepare some project schedule, and we need to follow that schedule rigorously. We need to have resource plan, how many headcounts we are working with, and then we should have kickoff meeting with the customers, and everything should be documented. So if we follow this, the deliverables will be like we have a signed off SOW where we will have a defined set of activities we need to perform. We have a signed up project schedule. Within that we will work, and we need to complete our work and deliver. We have a defined resource plan. It's not on the fly or ad hoc or on the air we'll be talking. So everything will be captured. So coming to project monitoring and control, here also we can implement the quality processes, how we are monitoring the project, how we are controlling that, how we are monitoring the risk and mitigating that. So we have project monthly reviews, like where we have what are the milestones, and like where we are at what level we have achieved that milestone. So these can be the purpose for monitoring and control. And the deliverable is we will have some issue tracker maybe for the past 2 years, where we can always refer back, so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel again and again. So we have a common issue. So this kind of then action item trackers we can have, like what the next plan is. So this kind of project monitoring and control will give a very quality output to the project. Coming to risk management, again we have to identify the risk well in advance. For example, if there are contract workers, they might leave. What is the backup plan? This kind of, just an example I'm giving. and there can be risk prevention also. How can we prevent that? So these kind of management well in advance will contribute to the success of the project. Then we have root cause corrective analysis and resolution, the RCA. So if we have a defect in a system, we need to go to the root cause instead of just temporarily solving it, so that the issue is not repeated in future. And we need to always have a documentation for that. We need to have enhancement if required, and we need to have proposed improvement initiatives. Coming to software quality assurance. So the purpose of SQA, or the software quality assurance, is to provide the staff and management with objective insight into the process and associated work product. So we need to, have a quality standard which is measured and captured, which we call a quantitative measurement, to give the quality output of the product. Coming to the the purpose or the key activities which we can perform, so is here in this part is like we can create a report out to the management, and for that we need numbers, because the management won't deep dive into the project details. So just in the numbers, like the number of tickets solved, number of resources, the number of for example tickets per resource per month, what is the utilization, and how many issues we are tracking, and what is our approach. So all this should be measured and captured and in graphs with numbers. So that is the benefit we will have, and we can plan for the audits, and it can be monthly, it can be quarterly, depending on the project, and we can also have some action trackers to close those issues. So that's all we have from like my side. That's all I have from my side today. Just an overview of what CMMI is, just a basic level of understanding. So hope you like this video. Please click the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.